daily double. I'm gonna try for 3,100 on this clue. Boris Karloff, Christopher Lee, and Peter Sellers all played this Oriental villain.
What was that?
Boris Karloff, Christopher Lee, and Peter Sellers.
Where's Dracula?
Dracula?
Yes.
Alright. Who is Dracula? It's not Dracula.
What?
It's Fu Manchu.
Holy crap!
Oh, man. Well, that's okay. That's alright. That's okay. I'm still in the lead. That's alright. Scotland, cats, Dorfmans, fairy tales, and kid stuff.
I'm sorry.
Cats 200.
Nothing.
On cats, they're retractable. On dogs, they're not. What are tails? Robo missed a clue about Christopher Lee.
I think Robo just miscounted his Christopher Lee rolls.
And I got it on camera. Oops.
Yeah, Robo just miscounted his Christopher Lee rolls, folks.
Pika-roopa. Ow. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Aubrey Scott Enterprises, in which it's now time to get started for our specials for April, in which this time it's going to be a 10 in 1 special. And I know that this upcoming Sunday, April 4th, is Easter Sunday. So I figured I'd go ahead and announce that in advance. Now, for the birthdays, I have 9 here on my list. On April 2nd, David Caballero will be celebrating a birthday, or David Caballero, Caballero, either way. And then on April 4th, on Easter Sunday, there's a YouTube channel called Colby and Amanda's channel, in which Amanda will be celebrating a birthday on April 4th. Colby's is in August, so I'll be doing his in August. And on April 6th, James Kephart will be celebrating a birthday that day. On April 8th, Christian Franquiz, or Franquiz. If I mispronounce your last name, Christian, I apologize, but your birthday is on April 8th. On April 11th, Captain's World 1986, otherwise known as Anthony Hardy, will be celebrating a birthday that day. On April 15th, Luke Thatcher is celebrating a birthday that day. On April 16th, Jon Giles will be celebrating a birthday that day. On April 17th, Alex Houle will be celebrating a birthday that day. And finally, on April 26th, Phoenix Holt will be celebrating a birthday that day. So for all you the main names I just mentioned, happy birthday to all of you in advance. And we're going to go ahead and get started with the games. Our first segment that I have on the list is Card Sharks for the DOS. So let's see if we can make it to the money cards and win a decent amount of money. We'll go ahead and stop the music there. Stop the intro music, and we'll get ready to play Card Sharks for the DOS. Let's see if we can win a bundle. Alright, we'll just go ahead and say I'm not a returning champion for this game. No, I don't want to use the joystick. I'm a man. We'll go ahead and be him. And I'll just use the name OBS. Contestant 2 is not a returning champion, and he's also a man. Very good. And what is my opponent's name for this game? Matthew. Okay. Let's begin. We'll start with me. Aubrey, we asked 100 recent immigrants from the Soviet Union. When you lived in Russia, did you have your own telephone? How many of them said they did? I'll say about 45 of them did. 45, okay? Matthew, higher or lower than 45? Going higher, okay? The number of recent immigrants from the Soviet Union who said they have their own phone is 69, so it's higher. So Matthew, you won the first question, and you have a base card of a jack. He's going to keep it, and he's going to go lower. It's an 8. He's going to freeze, keeping me away from my card. And Matthew gets this question. We asked 100 married men, if your wife had an affair with another man, would you blame her more than yourself? How many of them said they would blame her? 72. I'll go just a little bit lower than that. The number of married men who said they would blame her is 67. It's just a little lower, but it was lower. I have a base card of 5. I don't want to change that card. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to go higher. 2. Matthew, you have to play off your 8. You did not win the question. Lower. It was an ace. Too bad. Now it's over to me. Aubrey, we asked 100 married women. Have you said no to your husband's sexual advances this week? How many of them said they said no? That's my answer. Higher or lower, Matthew? You're going to go lower. The number of married women who said they have said no is a lot lower, 28. So, Matthew, you still have your 8, and you can change it if you want to. And he's going to. And he gets a 10. A little better. But not by much. It's a queen. It was not lower. I have a 5. I'm going to go higher. Ace. Lower. Jack. Lower. 10. I'm going to freeze right there. Putting me 1 card away. Now we're at sudden death. Somebody has to win on this play of the cards. Alright, Matthew, your question. We asked 100 millionaires, politically, do you think of yourself as a liberal or a conservative? How many of them said they think of themselves as liberal? 24. I'll go a little higher. The actual number of millionaires who said they think of themselves as a liberal? Oh, it was lower, 22. So, Matthew, do you want to keep control of the board? No. Okay. I'm going to go with the odds and go lower. An ace came up at the wrong time. So, Matthew wins the first round. I need this one to stick around. Here we go. Now it's my turn. We asked 100 people. Would you favor a law that would prohibit the sale of junk food, such as candy and potato chips in public schools? How many of them said they would favor such a law? I know today that a lot of people would, but back in the day, I don't really know. I'm going to go about 40 of them would. Matthew, higher or lower? Higher. Number of people who said they would favor such a law? It's 54. It's higher. So Matthew gets control of the cards, and he has a base card of a 9, and he's going to change that to a 10. A little better. Lower? Nope. Same card. I have to play off my 9. I did not win the cards. I did not win the question. I'll go lower. 2. I'll go higher. 10. I'm going to freeze right there. Putting me 2 cards away. Matthew, this is your question. We asked 100 8th grade girls, do you ever wish you had been born a boy? How many of them said they do wish they'd been born a boy? 28. I'm going to go even lower than that. The number of 8th grade girls who said they do wish they had been born a boy is 24. It's lower. And I have that 10. I want to change it. And 8. Let's go higher. It was a 4. It was lower. Matthew, you have to play off your 10. You did not win the question. It's a 2. Higher. Oh, another 2. Ouch. That had to hurt. My turn. We asked 100 single women. Think back to the most wonderful romantic relationship you ever had with a man and tell us, Was it also one of the shortest? How many said that it was one of the shortest? I'm going to go directly at the middle and say 50. Okay, Matthew, are you going to go higher or lower? He's going to go higher. Number single woman who said that it was one of the shortest was 38. It was not higher. It was lower. And I have an 8. I want to change it. 7. Higher. Jack. Lower. And we have a tie. So I'm in the game and I have $100. Now let's move on to the final round. And we'll start with Matthew. Matthew, we asked 100 nurses. Do the nurses on your shift ever gossip about the doctors? How many of them said they do? $79. Okay, let's go even lower than that. The number of nurses who said they do gossip is 74. It's just a little lower. So I have a base card of a 6. I'm going to keep it and go higher. Jack, I'll go lower. Oh, another Jack. Ugh. Matthew, you have to play off your 6. You did not win the question. It's a king. Lower. Jack. Lower. 2. Higher. It's a 7. And Matthew won the game, so I end up walking away with $100. Oh, well. Due to shyness, Matthew will not be playing for the big money. Oh, well. At least I tried. So everybody I'm doing this special for receives $100. Well, not in real money, of course, it's fictitious, but I did what I could with this game. We'll go ahead and wrap it up for this segment of our 10-1 April 2021 specials, and there will be more fun and games to come right after this break. We'll be right back, folks. Whew, rough start. Weren't able to make it to the money card, but we were able to win $100, so that's not bad. Alright, well, it's better than nothing, so